And this final thing here, this is something that this sort of socialist elite, if we want to call them that, will propose. Free trade for the benefit of the working class. Protective duties for the benefit of the working class. Prison reform for the benefit of the working class. Again, sound familiar? I think both on the right and on the left, you hear this, right? And uh, and this again is what Marx and Engels are saying. This is um, democratic liberalism or democratic socialism, keeping itself in power, uh, looking like it's trying to pass itself off as doing something for the proletariat, the working class, but in effect only doing things for themselves. Finally, the critical utopian socialism and communism. So this is really a critique of, looking at, I would say it's really a critique of intellectual um, uh, socialism and communism. So intellectuals who practice socialism and communism. And so this is, in a lot of ways, Marx and Engels are agreeing with what all these guys were saying or are saying. But again, it's all in the head. It's all in philosophy. And Marxism, what separates Marxism from all other philosophies is that it's supposed to be a practice, right? And that's why we're actually looking at the Communist Manifesto, right? Because it is constantly articulating the idea that no matter what the philosophy is, if you're just talking about it in a group of people, it doesn't really mean anything. You have to put, the philosophy into words, into action, and ultimately into some type of revolutionary action. So here we have a continuing critique. It sees this type of thinking of socialism and even communism as purely utopian, uh, and also operating in a band-aid type way. Okay, and here you see this line here: the fanatical and superstitious belief in the miraculous effects of their social science. So at this point, you have the rise of social science, of sociology, history, psychology, right? And this is a critique really of the professor, the intellectual egghead, right? The academy, right? Uh, that you have Marxists and socialists who are operating at the university, and all the things they're saying are great, but they have no weight because they are not applied to political action. Okay, and that's where they end off on this. So take these thoughts into mind and see if you can come up with an intervention into contemporary American political discourse.